What's up, everybody? I'm Ian. Welcome back to Minecraft Hardcore. So, I gotta be honest with you guys. I haven't shown you a lot in this game. And I don't want to be one of those people that only shows the good runs. I don't really ever do that. But, I've died a lot. 7 times in total, actually. I have died from falling 1 time. I have died from baby zombies twice. And I have died from skeletons 4 times in this new run, this new series that we're doing. Which is what? We're doing a butt naked run. Not that. I am going to be wearing no armor the entire game. No armor at all except for a pair of boots and a shield. Because I need a pair of golden boots in order to survive in the nether, and I need a shield just to survive in general. I cannot survive without these items. And it has been 6+ months since I have played Minecraft regularly. And there have been some changes to the game. Okay, I need to turn down. I'm blind. There it is. I'm going to turn this down just 27 chunks just to get a little bit of frames back. Oof. God. Come on, smooth out. Smooth it up. There we go. Kind of. Oh my goodness. Game, can you get a grip? Holy. Load it up. Oh my goodness. Okay. Hopefully that's better. I want the render distance on as... Oh my god, why is it so bad? I don't know why it's so bad. Usually it's not that bad. At 28 chunks, like, it's fine, but it's still a little framey sometimes. I wanted to just turn it down one so that to try to make it a little bit smoother, but this run has been extremely difficult. You know, I've beaten the game with full netherite and full iron also. You know, I like to have a goal. I like to have a challenge. And so, you know, when I beat the game for the first... Oh my god, come on, please. When I beat the game for the first time with full netherite, it took me a long time because I was messing around. I was doing everything that I could in the game, you know, and holy crap. When I finally beat the Ender Dragon, it was so unbelievably easy. I was like, you know what, I bet I can do it with a lower level of equipment, right? So at that point I was like, okay, I'll try to do it with nothing but diamond equipment. And that took me a couple of tries. And when I failed miserably and I died falling to my death against the Ender Dragon that completely choked. I don't know, I just froze. I don't know what to tell you. I froze. I practiced my buckets. You know, I'd beaten the game before. I have no excuse other than I choked. I froze when I fell. And I just watched myself plummet to my death. And after that, I had to redeem myself. So then I beat the game with nothing but iron equipment. That includes weapons and tools. Except, again, for golden boots. And then also, you have to have a diamond pick in order to mine obsidian. Right? And then once I did that, I was like, you know what, that actually is still pretty easy also. And so then I was like, you know what, maybe I can beat the game butt naked. And I've gotten decently far-ish. The last run, I made it to the nether again. I built a nice little house, even though I said that I wasn't gonna. And, you know, it was a nice world. Got to the nether. Found a fortress, which has been extremely difficult to find for some reason. It was like right next to the frickin' spawn, you know, it was good. And, you know, had a nice little setup fighting blazes, getting blaze rods, you know. And one thing that has changed in this game in the interim, during my hiatus, if you will, was that they nerfed shields. You can no longer just kind of like put your shield up and block anything that's in front of you. Like there's more skill to it now. Like you actually have to kind of try to block with your shield, and like you can literally be like if you're a skeleton and you're shooting at me, like I've been hitting my shoulder like all the way over here, and I'm like walking directly like this, and it's like, I don't know, I've found that difficult to get used to. Like, and I read the patch notes for like the last 2 major patches, but I can definitely tell that it's different. You know, it's clearly different. So, you know, that sucks. And so the reason I guess I didn't die to skeletons again. I died to a blaze. So I died to skeletons 3 times, and I died to a blaze. Somehow I got shot. I'm not even sure how. Actually, I got shot off screen. I'm not even sure because, like, if you know what blaze spawns look like in the nether fortress, they're up like say we're in the nether fortress, like they're going to be up like these steps, and there's a spawner up there, and usually there's like a room with 4 exits. One goes up to the blaze spawner, and then the other 3 are exits. And I put mats up and I blocked off because wither skeletons probably will kill me in 1 shot. And so I was trying to avoid that, right? Obviously. And somehow, some way, a shot got through, hit me, killed me. And so, for reference, if a blaze hits me at close range, not with his fire attack, but just like his regular attack, it will do 3.5 hearts of damage with no armor. The blaze's regular attack or his flame attack, I think will do like 6 hearts of damage in total, or something. I'm not sure. Actually, I don't remember, but somehow I got hit and I died. So that ended yet another beautiful run. And again, like I'm not like the kind of person who like only wants to show like the good runs and stuff like that. Far from it. It's just like, honestly, in the moment I get mad. And each time that I've died, almost each time that I've died in this run so far, I've been like, fuck this. I'm not playing again. You know, God, what a waste of time, all that, right? So, okay, so it's still fucking laggy, man. I don't know why it's fucking so laggy. It really hasn't been laggy like that. Yeah, I'm trying to find a little cave, and here's one. My fucking God. Dude, I actually hate skeletons. I hate skeletons. They're the bane of my existence. They truly are. Oh, there's a village right here. How fortuitous. Dude, I don't know why the game is suffering so much right now. Holy shit. This is terrible. Awful. I don't know what is tanking my FPS so bad. Bring it back down to 24. Okay. So this is great. We're going to take all this wheat, as always. So my question you know, the logical question is, what can I do to do better? How can I be better? How can I, you know, how can I get better? And I think I just have to admit that it's a skill issue, first of all. I have to get better at blocking. I'm typically a pretty aggressive player, and I think that a lot of times I end up rushing in or trying to do too much. So I have to curb my rage in some way. But ultimately, I think I have to get better at blocking and trying to block the projectile instead of just putting the shield up. Okay, let's go down here and we're gonna mine lots and lots of stone. Ooh, we got copper down here as well. I don't think I can mine copper with wood. These guys probably don't have a furnace that I can use. Wait, hold up. Empty map. I don't want that, but I'll take this paper. We need the paper for books. Unfortunately, these cattle will have to perish. Oh, you guys got a smoker? That's great. Sorry. I need it more than you do. Brewing stand, we need that. Okay. No way they had a smoker and a blast furnace. That is incredible. Oh my. Gotta be careful. That guy will definitely one-shot me. Hey, how you doing? I'm just gonna grab thanks. That was kind of sketchy, actually. Okay. Dude, that is honestly really good. A blast furnace and a frickin' smoker in the same village? I don't think I've ever seen that. Hold up, there's more wheat down here. Have I looted that? No, I did not loot that already. Sure, I'll take the compass. Why not? Great little village right here. Look at all this wheat. This will sustain us for a long time. Okay, cool. This is actually a great initial spawn. Pretty much a full stack of hay bales. Wow, wow, wow. That's going to make a ton of bread. Okay, cool. Go back to the crafting table. Which was over here. There it is. And we are gonna gonna do that. And then we're gonna go mine some copper down here. Which has the same mining power as stone, but has a much higher durability. So in my opinion, it is still better. You know, I kind of feel like maybe you ought to be able to, it might be too good, but I feel like you should be able to make a shield with copper. Just make it have like half the durability, you know, of iron. Mahjong did a great thing though, add in copper stuff. I have, you know, long thought that they should do that. Okay, we need all of this coal and then a lot more. Coal is one of these things that's like you need way, way, way more than you think. Because you need it for smithing, and you freaking need it for torches. Okay. Oh, and there's another house over there. We need to check that out. Okay. Look at all this fucking bread that we have, dude. That's unbelievable. Yeah. Oh, and we have a full stack of copper. Okay, okay. So let's get rid of that and get rid of that and put this down here. I'm gonna hang on to the regular wood for now because I might want to make charcoal. And yeah. Okay. What? What do you want? What, bro? I don't want no damn iron. Don't you know I'm doing a challenge right here? Get out of here, man. It's my fucking Ford. What do you mean it was yours? I'm just borrowing it. You know, it's not good to be inside with all those fumes, man. Right? You gotta work outside. Also, I wish you could make a copper bucket. Okay, let me think what I require. We'll just make a bunch of shit. I've been kind of experimenting with like having a different order to my stuff. I would usually go sword, pick, axe, bucket, food. But I think that my most important thing should be on 1, 2, 3. So I'm thinking sword, food, or sword, bucket, food, and then pick. But we'll rearrange that because we can't even make a bucket right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and make a bunch of these. I do need an axe. I'll also make a shovel. I may as well, you know what I mean? We have the freaking resources. I'm not gonna make a hoe yet. I don't need to be using up inventory space with that right now. Well, that's burning. Let's go check out this other house. Yeah, that's where we got the furnace from. This is actually really good. It's a unique biome. This looks like the village elder's house or something. Yeah, I'll take all this. Empty maps, I don't care about that. Okay, what do we got over here? Looking like a bayou or something like that. Okay, we got some cattle over there and the ocean over there. Okay, great. Copper over there. We don't need any more though. We got a full stack. Probably won't need more copper than that. Probably. Look at the green water. That's kind of cool. Okay. All right. You done burning yet? Not even. Okay. Man, I'd love to make a full suit of copper armor right now, dude. Oh, man. You know, we are truly doing a butt-naked run. Wouldn't that be cool if I could dual wield at least? But you can't. Will you hurry up? Oh my god. Okay. That's done. God. Okay, let's head to the coast. Did I already unlock the boat? Okay. So I'm letting you know right now. If you're squeamish, if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you know, you might want to look away. Because we got some dirty work to do. And, hiya! Had to be done. We have to kill lots and lots of cows. We need the weather. We need the weather. You know, I always say, you know, I don't take pleasure in it. It has to be done. We need the weather to make books, and you know, that's just the harsh reality of the situation. Okay. You know, it is. We also need a shit ton of sugar cane to make paper for our enchanting table. And our inventory is almost full already. The villager up there? Okay. Why is he wandering the village or the jungle up there? We need like 125 or something pieces of paper to make all the books that we need. Because we need 45 books, I remember that. We need 135 pieces of paper, actually. So, yeah. Look at these frickin' mountains over here, dude. So check this out. Might find a good cave over here. So, something that I did last time, which I really never do, but have been doing more out of necessity, is strip mining. Oh, look at this. I haven't seen a cave system like this in a while. It's kind of cool. But does it go anywhere? I don't know. Okay, never mind. Grab this coal. We need it. But, you know, something that I also feel, and I'm not sure if this is real or not, but I have been finding it incredibly hard to find diamonds also. And I know that, like, finding diamonds is not a quick or easy process normally. I fully am aware of that. But still, I just feel like I've been struggling a lot to find the resources that I need. And last time I did do a strip mine. I actually also learned that I haven't been mining at the proper level. Apparently diamonds most frequently spawn on like level, you know, negative level 58 or so. And so I did that. I went down to negative 58. I freaking just started mining, strip mining, literally. And it's really boring and laborious in every sense of the word. But I came away with over 50 diamonds. Now, it took me an hour and a half or so. Hour and a half to 2 hours to do that. But you know what? That, even though it took that long, I still feel like it was worth it. Because I didn't die doing that. Again, I died in the nether. And so I think I'm just going to end up doing that again. I'm going to end up doing that again. Because it was safe. You know? I wasn't risking my life doing it. The only thing that I was risking was running out of torches. But, yeah, you know, I think that's the move, dude. You know, it's not exciting. It's, you know, it's not like going into a cave. But here's the thing. Diamonds most frequently spawn between negative 50 and negative 60. With, at least from what I've read, negative 58 or so being the sweet spot. And first of all, it's really difficult to find a cave that goes that deep in the first place. It's also really dangerous. You're going to be, you know, risking falling to your death. You're going to be risking getting shot by skeletons. You know, or being killed by any manner of things. Oh, I don't want to go over there. That's not, I thought that was just like a little ruin. That's like a big old frickin' one of those underwater temple things. I've never been in one of those. I probably never will either. I don't really have any interest in any of the loot that you can find in those things, I don't think, and I think the chance of death is pretty high. Or you just might wind up stuck forever because the creatures in there can hit you with mining fatigue, which makes it so you can't mine anything. Yeah, it's not worth it. I've done, I think, everything else in this game. We found a woodwood mansion. You know, all that. So, yeah, just not interested. Got something over there. Is that a freaking... Oh, there's a shipwreck right here also. There's something over there, too. Buried treasure. I don't think that there's going to be a second chest in here. Oh, there is. Okay. Here's another temple? I'm not sure what that is. Let's check it out though. Yeah, that looks like a temple that we can actually raid. Oh yeah. The fuck? Oh. That's a fucking drowner with a trident. That thing will fuck me up. It is riding a nautilus. Sick. There's a freaking chest in there. 2 chests, actually. Look at all the drowners, though, dude. If I could get him to attack me one by one. Look at all of them spawning. What is that one doing? Okay, I gotta be careful of that one on the Nautilus. Okay, entered the water and I triggered them. Get on the boat, fool. Why are you pushing the... Why did you fall off the boat? Are you stupid? Sun's going down. Go to shore, sleep. And then, I have a feeling that the treasure is back over there. I do want to go find the treasure. We might find another fishing rod. With the luck of the sea, 3. That would be cool. Okay. I really want whatever loot is in here, man. And yes, I'm willing to risk my life to get it. They're guarding the loot. They know exactly where I want to go. What's he holding in his left hand? Hello? Yeah. Okay. A bunch of coal. I mean, I like that. Yo, buried treasure over here? I know we're not done over there. We're not done over there. Sometimes you can find good stuff in these. So this will probably be worth it. Somewhere right here. Haha. Yes. 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 I don't need any food. Heart of the sea, I don't know what to do with that. Let me look at the wiki. Heart of the sea. Did it pause? Again, did not pause. They, alongside nautilus shells, are required to craft conduits. Which is for what? Conduit is a block that can be placed underwater and surrounded by prismarine. To activate it, once active, it empowers nearby players. Touching water or rain prevents them from drowning and attacks wet monsters. I see. Well, that's not useful to me. I will actually take this gold potion of water breathing. Got some cooked fish flesh. We're gonna need to frickin' settle down somewhere pretty soon. Our inventory is pretty much full. Okay, I think this is all the way across over there. So finding that iron is really awesome. That's what I was hoping for, actually. At this point, 15 iron bars. Let's go. Not even nuggets, but just freaking bars is awesome. Okay. So which one did I loot? Oh, okay. It's the same one we just found. Okay, that's fine. Golden Nautilus armor. I don't know where the big scary guys went. I can't take the helmet, it provides too much armor. I gotta go as minimal as possible, that's how the run works. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay, we did the thing. Let's head back over here and see if we can find this next piece of buried treasure. A glass of coal. I like that. I want to try to tame a nautilus just because the amount of exploration that we do in the ocean and stuff like that. I wonder if a nautilus is faster than a boat. You know? And then it also prevents you from drowning when being underwater. So, there's that. It's got to be over here somewhere. I'm hoping we just find a bunch more iron. I won't be greedy, you know, even a bunch of iron nuggets is okay. But, you know, some iron bars would be dope. This way? No, we're getting farther away, huh? We're moving this way. I think this is the right way. Maybe? Here we go. There's no way I'm going in one of those things, dude. You got me all the way messed up. There's no way. Absolutely no way. There's no possible way. I would die for sure. Especially now. I mean, even like I feel like a place like that, if you don't prepare properly, even with like fucking really, there's just a freaking zombie, a drowner riding a nautilus out in the middle of the ocean. That zombie nautilus too. That's fucked up. Dude, that's just wrong. Okay. Okay. With that hole to the earth right there, you see that? All right. Oh. Yes. Got a couple of diamonds, so let's go. There's only 2 of them, but I mean, hey, you know. Hey. Sweet. Sweet-o. Okay. I'm gonna take another sleep real quick, and then it's time to think about where we want to settle down. Got a full inventory, and there we go. I'm not sure. No place that we've seen so far has spoken to me. It's going well so far, you know. But this part of the game usually does go well. So that's not unusual, really. It's when we... Okay, we've been over there. Let's go back over this way. You know, it's when we start going down underground that is an issue, but not gonna be an issue this time. You know what, let's go on land right now. I'm tired of being on a boat. See what we can see up here, shall we? You know what I need to do first, though? Once we get up here, is make a bouquet. And we are going to put eventually I'm also going to have a bow, and that will probably go Yeah. Oops. There we go. And I also need to make a shield. Keep it to just one for now, because that's completely filling our inventory. Yeah, I mean, we could shack up right here, right? But oh, there's a ruined portal over there. That's pretty much complete. Look at that. Okay, that's definitely a reason. We're now into the sea. Seven leather only. God. Killed like 10 cows already. Actually, I guess that's not technically that bad. Just wiping out 3 generations of cattle right here. You know what? Because I'm going to be doing the strip mine technique. It actually doesn't really matter where we start mining. I would like somewhere that's at least a little bit deep already. What elevation are we at right here? 64? Okay. And then that goes somewhat deep in there, actually. Look at that. Okay. Not a lot of natural resources around here. Not a lot of trees and things like that. It's kind of hilly. You know? But we do have a portal right there. Let's go down closer to the portal in this flat area, and then we'll just throw something up. You know, I have so much acacia wood already. I may want to go over into that savanna, or closer to that savanna over there, over there. Just so I can make the house out of all the same wood. It doesn't, like I said, it doesn't really matter. It really doesn't matter where we set up, which is a nice thing. Not a lot of natural resources in this map, so I'm hoping that it makes up for it in other ways. Let's go right here, right in the middle area. Clear out space. Oh, perfect. Nice little mine shaft right there we can take advantage of. Clear a nice big area. I'm not going to do anything elaborate this time. I don't have it in me. I've been doing nice elaborate things and just wind up dead. So, yeah. Okay. Pretty good. I mean, it goes down a little bit, at least. And what am I gonna make the house? I think I'm just gonna make the house out of wood. And that's actually quite long. But what I'm gonna do is this is gonna be where our enchanting table goes. And you know, literally the house might just be this. Make it a little bit longer just to make sure we have enough room. But yeah. Simple. Yeah, super simple, just like that. Usually I don't go this high with the ceilings, but this time I am. Okay, you know what I want to do? I've been just doing flat roofs. But I think I actually want to kind of make like an actual roof this time. Dude, why? Okay. Oh, okay, good, it didn't disappear. What the hell was I thinking? Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will be more than enough room for everything that I want to get done. Really? You dickhead's gonna attack or what? Is there a freaking pillager outpost near here? Okay. These cowards are too scared to frickin' attack. fucking Enderman out here in the middle of the day? Alright. Why are they're just trying to intimidate me into leaving, or what? One of those guys has a frickin' enchanted crossbow. Or wait. Yeah. I think that causes piercing. Okay. Put this on my fucking house and no, don't fuck with me. That worked really fucking well. That worked really well. Okay. Really? Oh my god. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, sure. And then maybe I can hollow out the middle if I don't like it. I don't know. Even if I don't like it, to be honest, I'm just gonna leave it. It just has to be functional. I was honestly not expecting a pillager raiding party. But got the job done. I was actually pretty worried because one of those guys had a frickin' enchanted bow. But doesn't matter now because they're dead and I'm not. Okay. I need to do some modification here, or... Yep. It's not ideal. I was wanting it to come to a peak like this, because now it looks like a barn. I don't like it. We have to change it. And to do that, what we're going to do, I think, is we're going to go like this. Isn't that crooked now? It's not. Let's modify it and see what it looks like on the other end when we made it up in the middle. It just made the fucking peak higher. God damn. It looks like a barn. I don't like it. Especially with how tall it is. Is it even? That's where the middle is. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. For some reason it looks crooked. Maybe it's because that part isn't completed, but... I don't like it. But, again, screw it. Screw it. Here I was minding my own business, and there's another pillager warband. There's got to be an outpost nearby, right? They don't appear to be coming to attack me right now, so that's all I care about. The village over there has a golem. They will be fine. Probably. Okay, I'm going to continue working on this. Alright, it took me a while, but it's done. And you know what? It turned out gooder than I thought. You know, it's not bad. Still looks like a barn. But it definitely still looks like a barn. Oh, it's the portal. I was like, is there more freaking pillagers? We gotta find wherever that pillager outpost is. If there is one. They may just be spawning randomly. But if there is a pillager outpost, you gotta pay. He attacked me one time already. This attack cannot be left unanswered. I don't see a pillager outpost anywhere. So who knows? Okay. So we did that. We did that, and now the next thing that we gotta do is our mine. So we're at 44 right here. You know, that's not exactly low. but that's okay. We're going to continue our passage deep down. And you know what I may do? We're going to have an absolute shit ton of stone, obviously. I'm going to make this mine a little bit more luxurious. And I'm going to do that by... Oh my god, yeah, I totally want to mine that, dude. I'm going to do that by making this a little bit taller so I can put stairs in. I'm going to use the stone for something. Otherwise, it's just going to go to waste. I'm actually going to hang on to... I'm going to make a chest just for materials, just for mats. And I'm going to put all the frickin' mats that I find in there. Because we're going to need it. We're going to need it when we go to the nether. Going to need it for making bridges. Going to need it for making shelters. Y todo. So we're already at level 27. I'm going to go down to level negative 58. Okay. I don't think we can mine this with copper, can we? Negative. Alright. We found our first chamber, but we're at an elevation of 3. I'm just gonna look around real quick. Maybe there's some iron or actually absolutely nothing in here. Cool. Got it. Leave no torch behind. We have a little window right there. You get shot by a skeleton? You're right. Here's some iron. Okay, it took some effort, but I've got a deep shaft heading down to negative 58. That's annoying. I can sprint up, but I guess maybe I didn't make it tall enough, huh? God damn, that's annoying. Now I can't just run straight down. Ugh. Okay. Finally, the mine shaft is complete. We're down at negative 58, which is where diamonds supposedly spawn the most often. Got a staircase installed. Got torches all along the way, of course. I do need this gold. Actually, I don't need gold. I have enough gold. I got enough gold. I forgot that we found some gold bars. But now I can sprint up easily. I can sprint down easily. Yeah. I can fill this in so that way I can just sprint up brainlessly and not have to worry about hitting anything. Yep. Go ahead and smelt that as well. Okay, this is where my mats are gonna go. I'm keeping everything. I'm keeping everything that I find. Just because, well, I said it earlier. We need them. We need it. Okay. Boy, oh boy. All right. Need an incinerator. So I don't want to accidentally murk myself. So what I'm going to do is, what do you call it, a fence? Why can't I make more? What do I need? Sticks. God, man, this is taking an unbelievable amount of wood. It's absolutely sickening. Like, I've cut down so many fucking trees. Man. Like an unbelievable amount. Like, that house took a shit ton of wood, man. Holy. And I keep going to bed, forgetting to pick up the saplings that drop, which is why there's like no trees growing here right now. I'm gonna try to remember that. Okay, we're good on wood again. We need a gate, and we need some more of that. I'm not taking any damn chances. You understand me? Okay, I really don't like how it connects like that. Dude, I hate this kind of thing where it's like, damn, I need just one piece of fence, but it makes you make 3. Whatever, it's fine. You can't jump over this. No, not even if you like take a running leap, right? Oh shit. Can I make it taller? I fear I have to do that. I don't want to fucking absolutely, accidentally. I take no chances. Even that might not be high enough. Look. Hold up. It looks really stupid. Kind of looks like a bottomless chair. But I'm taking no chances, bro. There's no way that I can jump in from this side. Okay, now I can have something that can incinerate stuff in. Like, I could just drop it on the ground again, but what it irritates me is, like, I have a tendency, I feel like, to, pick stuff up again that I've tried to throw it away. Okay. There's that. That's not where those go. Okay. So, the only thing we got to do now is, first of all, let's grab these saplings and replant them. After we grab some more water. Okay, there should be 3 new trees. Boom. And boom. Might drop a couple more here. Speed up the process. I don't want to wait. Okay, we're just gonna have to suffer. Yeah, that took a lot of work. I cannot lie. I cannot tell a lie. Gonna freaking stick a crafting table down there as well. Okay. See how expeditiously we can return? So much better than the last one that I did. This took a lot of work, honestly. But I think it's going to be worth it. The only thing better than this would be a powered rail system. That's the only thing that would be better. Damn, it takes quite a while to get to the bottom of the earth, huh? Okay. Alright. Now I can, you know, fabricate new pickaxes and shit like that as I need. So, here we are. Now the only thing to do is, get to mining. And, you know, my goal is to have 50 diamonds. I think 50 diamonds will put us in a good spot. And even if it's not, we have this mine down here to get more. We're good on torches. We're good for now on pickaxes. Only thing to do now is to get to it. Nothing to it but to do it. And, you know, we got lava over our head. That's disconcerting. You know, this is, okay, redstone. We will need some redstone eventually. Can we mine it with iron? Go ahead and snag this up. I think that's more redstone than I need. If I need more, I know where it is. Yeah, I mean, look, this is boring. But it's safe. Really, the only thing I gotta worry about is, you know, accidentally dumping lava or gravel on my head. Really, that's the only thing that I'm worried about, and I'm not really worried about it. So, you know, it's just, it has not been easy at all to find a cave that either goes deep enough or stays deep enough. You know, you might find a cave that goes down this deep. But how long does it stay in the optimal zone to find diamonds? I don't gotta worry about getting shot by skeletons down here. You know what I mean? I don't gotta worry about accidentally looking at an enderman. Right? I don't gotta worry about creepers dropping down around my ears, exploding me. You know what I mean? Shockingly, I haven't died from a creeper yet, but... because that, you know, creepers were one of my nemeses in some of my early runs. But, yeah. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna throw on a YouTube video, you know what I'm saying? Get a drink. And just kind of disassociate for a while. Digging. And digging. And digging. Digging. And digging. And digging. For rock and stone. Okay. So I found 5 more diamonds. I went probably about 750,000 miles that way. Almost got melted by lava. And found 5 diamonds for my effort. So I think I'm gonna end the episode right here. I know, not the most action-packed episode, but it's a successful one. Sorry, I have neighbors and they're ghosts. I don't know what the hell that is. I have no idea. I would like to know what that is. At the same time, I would not like to know what that is. You know, actually pretty successful. I like the house that I built. It looks like a barn, but, you know, it'll do the job. I like this mine shaft that we got. It's easy and convenient to get in and out of now. You know, it's all about luck. Didn't get lucky on this row, but, you know, sometimes you won't find any diamonds. Sometimes you'll find 12 diamonds, and that's how it is. But I don't want to keep going because in the past with this series, I've gone like 2.5 hours, and I've died. So I want to have a successful episode, and so I'm going to cut it off right here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.